Well, got down to Covehithe and we ended up here at Benacre as well. So just another stunning location as well. But like I say, the mist on the little lake here is absolutely stunning. It's just lingering around. Got these posts running through the frame here as well. So I've just gone for the polarizer, coupled up with a soft grad on top, and f11 rattling off about 40-second exposure. This is so still as well, but it's the polarizer is going to have a little bit of that glare on the water, which is going to be pretty sweet as well. But oh, this is absolutely beautiful. That's I mean, I'm waiting for the tide to come in a little bit more behind us so we can shoot a bit more of that as well, and we can get onto some of the trees. But I would be mad not to be grabbing a hold of this shot here. It's absolutely a treat. So yeah, let's see how this one comes out. So Slinky Dog is sitting here nice and patiently, but I'm trying to keep her out of the water because she keeps wanting to go in for a little paddle, and it's a nature reserve, wouldn't be very nice for the wildlife around here. But what I've done is I've just come round the other side of the fence as well, because the fence does curve round a little bit, so we can sweep that in, which is going to pull in the shape of the trees on the other side of the lake as well. So it might give it a bit of symmetry. It's worth a punt to see how it works. And let's say for the sake of 2 minutes of setting up a new photo, I mean, it's always nice just to have a little play around. So yeah, once this exposure's done, I think I'm going to be nipping down the tree down there that I've just spotted, see how that comes out in the shot as well, and then I'm going to get up to the main bit up here on the beach, which is the fallen down trees. So I'll catch you in a second. Plucked this little tree stump here as well, so I got up quite close to that as well. I've also now noticed another stick just in the water as well, but I don't know if I can get it on the tree, away from the tree line. But I think if I go a little bit further down as well, I might be able to work some magic and maybe get the 50 or 40 on. Might be able to do it just the 1650. Oh, pardon me, 1655. But that, oh, this tree stump looks pretty sweet actually. And the sky above it is so moody as well. Absolutely loving that. Details. Well, just finished the last composition there. The lights now, the mist is starting to sort of fade away, but you are starting to see the trees in the distance as well. We've got this beautiful post here. Oh, I just realised I need to have the tripod up a bit higher, so bear with me 1 minute. I'm going to lift the tripod up because I want to get a bit of separation from the top of the post, the tree line, so the post is just in the blue part of the water. If you have a little look, currently I'm shooting like that, but I need to be like that. So I'm going to raise the tripod up, get this shot done, and then get over to those trees. So we've stomped back down to the beach here, and we can start to pick out some of these trees. Literally just plonked up the tripod, bumped into a guy called Steve, who follows on the channel as well. Pepper dogs just walking along the edge of the water. The tide is still coming up here though. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. A little bit misty, bit of texture in the sky. I mean, yeah, it's not a really bright, colourful sunrise, but hey ho, that's the name of the game. But I'm absolutely loving this. This is what it's all about for me. I've gone for a 50-second exposure on f5.6. The wood is so stripped bare, it's just like a little bit grey for the sun bleach on it as well. My focus is set onto that, absolutely tack sharp. A little bit of space around the edge of the frame as well. I might just stop that exposure down though, just go down to 40 seconds. Only reason being is, looking at the exposure on there, it's a little bit hot on the right hand side of the tree itself. Well, actually no, let's keep it on the 50 seconds. Let's just close up the aperture a little bit on there. That's going to be a little bit better. And from there, we are going to shoot. Hopefully we're going to get some big waves coming up over the top of the tree, which is going to give us that same sort of effect we just had, but the tide is still on its way. And yeah, see how we get on. Just moving around to the other side now of this tree. So kind of starting to pop out a little bit in the cloud. It is past sunrise time, but for me it's I think it might work a little better coming from this side as well. The tree coming in from the left into the right of the frame, and exposure wise it's really milky on there. Just need to see if we can get a little bit shorter on the exposure as well. We're looking forward to around about 5 seconds, 4 seconds, something like that. ISO 400 is probably going to allow us for some of that as well. And close up the aperture a little bit. There we go. Wait for the water to come up, and we'll do the traditional, let the water run back down on the sort of coming back on itself, and we'll hopefully catch that movement from the shot. So I've stuck on the 1024, gone to about 12 mil, and stuck in the 10 stop filter with a hard grad as well. A little bit of cloud definition coming out in the distance there as well, and gone for a 2-minute exposure, just pulling in the whole coastline, all really milky, all these trees all littering along it, kind of at about 45 degrees to the coastline, so we should be able to get a fair bit of a shot in there. From there, I'll go back to the tree that was at the start, and from there we'll be following the wrap. So, quite a good morning out. The dogs had a good time. You haven't been really been hearing how moaning too much, to be honest, for once. It makes a bit of a change, but the waves here are just absolutely beautiful. Look. What an absolutely beautiful morning here at Covehithe, eh? It's, that sound is just so good for your insides. Absolutely love it. But yeah, from there, I'm going to let this exposure finish and take it from there. Wow, let's come back to this tree here. We've got a bit closer now, we've got the 10 mil on. It's really go wide, pulling some of the depth down the beach as well in that detail. And the waves, I just can't get the timing right on these waves. But I think I might have got the one that I was quite happy with on the last run there. So just double checking what we've got there. Shoot. That's it, and we've got it. So yeah, it's a 20-second exposure, but I wanted all the beach to have some white on it at some point. With that, I've managed to get that sorted out now. But from there, I'm going to swap over the 6 stop I've got in there at the moment, drop in the 10 stop, run off about 2-minute exposure as well. From there, I'm going to be probably pulling out a wrap, I reckon. I need to get back home. I've got images for about 3 days to get backed up as well. And yeah, I'm a bit worried about those. It's like, I say, it's not good just to be sitting with loads of files like that. But yeah, it's been quite a nice morning. But yeah, I'm going to give one more whirl anyway with this 10 stop and see how we got on with that. Well, I've dropped in the 10 stop, had to open up the aperture a little bit. It's running a 4-minute exposure, but I am tempted to give that a whirl as well. The cloud is thinning out, it's got a bit sort of muddled out there now, so you can see all the layers of the cloud, tiny bits of blue still popping through, so we might just be able to see some of the movement within that there as well. But from that, I think that's the best of the light done and dusted for the day. The lake cutters over there, I was hoping to nip back there, maybe photograph some of the swans that had appeared in there, but there's ripples in the water now, the reflections have gone, So I'm definitely not going to get much from that either. The mist has gone from that, but this 2-minute exposure might be something a little bit different on here as well. I'm just checking out around. You can see off to my right there, it's really hazy. There was forecast for the clouds to be rolling up from that direction when I looked on the satellite maps about, I think it was about half an hour ago on Meteor Earth, and that was showing some cloud coming in, and that is true to form. It's wiping out this nice sky out there as well. So I think this 2-minute exposure, by the time that's done, I think I'm going to be out of time. So yeah, what a lovely morning it's been. Met 2 nice guys. I think one guy from Latvia and a guy from Kesingland as well, that's Steve. And it's just been so nice just to be out here on the beach, listening to the waves. Stinky Dog's had a nice time. She's absolutely covered in sand. I'm hoping by the time I've walked like 20 minutes back to the car, she's all sorted out and a bit less sandy. But yeah, all in, good all day, eh? Well, I have finished off shooting that 2-minute exposure. That was using the 10 stop. I've then had to go into the 13 stop filter, enabling me to then get a 4-minute exposure, which I'm shooting now. I've had to open up the aperture a little bit on that to compensate, because it is a bit of a long old time. Otherwise, I think we were looking around about I think it's like 7 minutes the exposure is going to work out at. And I really didn't want to be standing around here for that long. There's not that much going on in the sky to warrant shooting that. But it's going to be quite nice to see a contrast between both a 10 stop and a 13 stop, how the sea will look different, I guess. And I've also got that image as well from earlier on, which was about a 20-second exposure. So maybe at the end or something like that, I'll maybe put a blog post up and I'll show you differences between 6, 10, 13 stops and filters. With that, you can see the effects. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm kind of looking forward. Obviously one of the photos will be slightly different composition, but it will give you the idea of what each filter does. Always nice to see. So from there I think I'm going to start packing down, get back to the car and go get some breakfast. So, what a lovely morning that was. Now walking back to the car, having bagged a few images. This was Covehithe, down in Suffolk. And yeah, fab all morning. So as always, if you like what you've seen, always feel free to hit the share button, hit the subscribe button so you can see more adventures that I get up to. And yeah, again, as always, just enjoy what you're doing, get out there and have some fun. Until then, take care.